So The Gambler, great film. Do you gamble?
Do I gamble? I do. I guess I do in the same way that everybody gambles with life. You know,
Okay.
that to me was what was really appealing about this movie: the choices we make in life.
So I've heard that this was a remake, and then I heard that it was not. Is this the actual remake?
Technically, it's a remake.
Mm-hmm.
I like the notion of remakes. I think as long as you're finding a fresh perspective on something.
Okay.
I think, you know, there's nothing new with remakes. It's been going back. Shakespeare remade stuff. So
Right.
it's all about, finding a new way into a story. I mean, you can take a real life event and you can have many different perspectives on that same story. So for me, it all came from Bill Monahan's script, less the original film, but what Bill Monahan had written.
Okay. Are you a risk taker?
Yes.
Did you take any risk with this film?
Yes, of course.
What were those risks?
I think, oh God, that's a difficult question. I think, what were the risks that I took with this film? I think making the film is a risk, you know what I mean? It's sort of, it's like as soon as you're putting yourself on the line with anything, you're taking that risk, which is good.
Right.
Some you win, some you lose.
So how was it working with Mark Wahlberg?
It was good. It's very good. He's somebody who I did not know before I started on the film.
Oh, wow.
I knew of his work, obviously, but I didn't know him personally. He's very straightforward, very clear in his ideas. He was a producer on the movie as well as being our star, so he was a great collaborator in that sense. He gave me a great deal of support. He really does the work in the sense of sort of the prep. He's a real pro in that way. So yeah, I can't speak.
Right. He lost the weight. Did he shock you with his weight loss?
No, it was always our intention for him to kind of shapeshift into something different to when we first started collaborating, and he'd just done the film before this, which was Transformers, so he was much bigger, and we knew that with the character of Jim Bennett that this is a guy who lives inside of his head. He's more introspective. He's less physical. He's less interested in his body. So we had to do something. Yeah.
Okay, so this is the holiday season. What does Rupert Wyatt do for the holiday? And where are you? Are you here in the States or?
No, I go to Europe with my family.
And so, what is the tradition for you and your family?
Let's see, turkey.
Turkey.
Christmas trees, Christmas presents, you know, the usual. Yeah, no, it's great. I love this time of year. I love, like I guess many people, but I like that sense of just closure, and it's always crazy this time of year, especially with the movie coming out. But the moment Christmas Eve hits and everybody just decompresses, and there is that moment of pause for like a couple of weeks before everything kicks off again. So it's kind of lovely to be able to do that with your family.
Okay, and I have one final question. When you decide on the films that you decide on, do you do this with an intent to win Oscars and awards, or are you just in love with the project and decide that this is what you want to do?
I never won races growing up at school, so I don't think the idea of setting out to kind of win anything is part of the process. But no, I mean, I came to this film with the idea of, you know, telling the best story possible and doing it in the best way.
Well, you did a great job.
Thank you.
The Gambler, good movie.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Good to meet
Pleasure
you.
meeting you.
Bye-bye.